Yo, very, very quick. Stop trying to figure life out. Okay? I recently realized this probably yesterday, maybe the day before. I was having the whole day and I was just in my head the entire day. I don't even think I remember much from yesterday because I was in my head the whole time. Probably wasn't a second where I was present, barely ever. Until later on in the day, it hit me and I realized, the reason why you feel like shit today, the reason why you don't feel like you're on it, the reason why you're feeling a bit low, a bit out of it, a bit maybe lost, to use that word, was because I was too in my head. You've never been taught how to think properly. Excuse me, you've just been given a mind, you've been given an imagination, you've been given thoughts. And they come into you every now and then, they just intrusively enter your brain. And you don't really know what to do with it. You don't even know really why you think. Why do you have an imagination? Have you ever thought about this stuff? Have you ever thought about thinking? Probably not. And nobody teaches you this stuff either. This is why I'm putting you on some next level game. Pay attention. I'm going to teach you how to think today. So, as human beings, we're very curious creatures. I've said this a lot. I've said this before. We like to know things. We like to know that this action will take me here. Working out will get me this body. Eating clean will get me this level of health, whatever. We like to have a certainty with what we're doing is going to lead us to a certain destination. That feels nice. It makes us comfortable. Human beings don't really like uncertainty. But the problem with this, and to an extent it's nice to have certainty, it's nice to know where you're going, it's nice to know that your actions are guaranteed to give you something, but this can be toxic and it can be negative and unhealthy for you if you do not balance it out with what I'm about to tell you, what I'm about to say. And that is to just live a lot more than you try and figure things out, a lot more than you think. You have to, like I say with everything, you have to find a balance, right? You have to find the balance between your thinking time and living life. Because if you spent your entire, let's say you got on your deathbed, right? 80 years old, whatever, you're on your deathbed, and you think back to your life. If you spent fucking half of it just in your head thinking about shit, well, this work, maybe this happens, what if she says no to me, what if I get rejected, just thinking all the time, thinking, living through your brain. You've not lived. You look back and think, well, what did I actually fucking do? I watched a bit of Netflix, watched a bit of porn here and there, I went to the gym, hit that PR once, that was cool. Oh, I got married, got a promotion at work. Like, what have you actually done? Half of it you spent in your brain. There's two types of people, really, and both of them are negative. And I want to make sure that you are neither of these people. You evolve into a higher realm of human. First person is a person that never thinks because he's drowning himself in constant stimulation and dopamine. Therefore, he's basically just a fucking drone. These are the people you see in the memes that we call NPCs, right? My fucking phone's gonna die. You see them walking around, they just look like they're a robot. They have no, mind. They're just like, just coasting through life. They don't think about anything. They're just brain dead. That's negative for many reasons, right? But then the other type of individual is the person that is too analytical of life. And I was teetering on this edge a little bit. What we call overthinkers. People that sit and overthink every single possibility, every single path to go down. They really want to get it certain before they embark and do some action. Before they start living, they want to make sure that every single action they could possibly take ever is thought out perfectly. That's no way to live either. So, what we want to do is find an equilibrium, a balance between the two. So you're not thinking too much, but you're also not in the present too much. You need both. And I'm going to teach you how to think. All right? So obviously you should be spending, I'd say about, we'll call it 50-50, just for easy maths. 50% of your life you should be spending living, doing things, experiencing, probably a bit more than that, I'd probably say about 70%. Living, experiencing, being present, socializing, doing things, action. Every now and then, 30% of the time, you should spend it productively thinking. Now, there's nothing wrong with allowing your mind to wander every now and then. There's nothing wrong with having those moments when you're on a walk or you're going to the gym and you're on your daily commute, whatever. Having those moments where your mind just wanders to random shit. Oh, this thing that happened in the past. What should I have for dinner? Oh, that day my dog died or whatever, right? Just bullshit, random shit. It's not really productive. It's not getting you anywhere, but you just think about it because it just pops into your mind. Something might remind you of it. You might get a sensory overload that reminds you of a certain moment. You start thinking about it. That's okay every now and then, but for the most part, and this is how you think productively, every thought that you have should either be one of two things: positive So it's doing something to your physical body. It's making you feel positive emotions. It's making you feel joy, gratitude, inspired, motivated, right? Your thoughts can literally do that. So you should be making sure that they're either positive thoughts that you're thinking, I'm the best, I'm healthy, I'm strong, I'm going to have a good day today, I'm going to make fucking 10K this month. You're visualizing, maybe you can use your thoughts in terms of visualization, your imagination. Again, that's what it's there for. You're like, why do I have an imagination? What's it here for? What's it actually in my mind for? Why can't I just imagine things? Because you're supposed to use it. You're supposed to use it to plan out your life. But you don't want to live there. That's the problem. People do that and then just live in their imagination. They live in their false realm of reality. Start overthinking every possibility. Don't be like that. So that's number one, positive thoughts. Number two is productive thoughts / problem solving. So the only time you should really be using your mind to think about things is if, number two, you are thinking productively. You have a problem in your mind. Okay, my business has had this issue. Maybe the internet's gone down, or this person left, or there's this roadblock that we hit that means I can't do what I was doing before to make that kind of money. Right, how are we going to overcome this? And then you think, you problem solve. This is another productive way to use your mind and to use your thoughts and to use your imagination. Okay? That's how you think properly. Because most of you are getting lost in I don't really use the word garbage, but it's the only word I can really think of that comes to my mind. Garbage loops of thought. You're not thinking about anything that's getting you anywhere. It's just a constant loop in your mind. It's a constant replay of the same song over and over and over again until you go to sleep and then you wake up and just do the same thing. Oh, I feel like shit today. No, but I can't do that because what if this happens? What if I fail? What if... Just monging out all day. Use your brain wisely. It should be on your team. It should be used as a weapon. It's absolutely the case. The universe is connected to you. Everything is energy. Now, your mind can attract whatever energy you want it to. The life that you have right now has been, quote-unquote, manifested by you. You've done that with your own mind. Because even if something uncontrollable happens to you, with your mind, you can use your imagination, you can use your productive problem-solving thoughts, and you can use your positive thoughts to get yourself out of that uncontrollable situation. Or to at least flip it and turn it into a positive so you can use it to your advantage. You can do this with your own mind if you stop getting lost in random thoughts. So, to be clear, before I finish up, you need to live more. Start living more, thinking less. And if you ever do think, if you ever spend your time thinking, like I said, it's okay to daydream every now and then or have random unproductive thoughts every now and then, that's fine. Because life is about experience, right? You want all the experiences. But for the most part, your thought processes should be positive or productive and that's it. Or you should be visualizing and imagining, a positive outcome, the life that you want, etc., etc., the money in the bank account, the watch on your wrist, whatever. So when you do live, when you start to operate like this and you live more than you think, you'll start to find that all of the things that you were overthinking instantly get answered through feedback from reality, actual action. So rather than me sitting there and thinking, well, what if she rejects me? What if this happens? What if that happens? I'm just going to go and do it instantly without any prior thought. Just do it. Okay? Once it's done, I will get feedback. I'll know what if, because it's happened. You understand? So start chasing that feedback from reality rather than this theoretical, I've got to figure everything. Stop chasing that shit. Start chasing feedback from reality. You understand? Look after yourself. Coaching's down below. Sexual mastery is down below. I'll see you soon. Boom.